Okay, well that was a quick couple of seconds, you know. For you guys it was like a whole 24 hours or something, but you know, for me it was just a couple of seconds. Oh gosh, that was not a platform like I thought it was. Dangers of the darkness. Let's see if we can get all this lit up. It's lit as heck, you know? But anyway, something I realized between episodes is that last one was my 30th episode. So like, I've officially been doing this for like a good while now. And that feels weird to me. Like, it feels weird to realize that I've been doing this, oh I should have dashed again, that I've been doing this for like a while now. Like, it has no longer been a short time since I started doing this. Oh, whoops. Okay, just making sure there's nothing up there. Doesn't look like there is. But yeah, it has not been a short time anymore since I started doing this. Still short in like on an overall scale of life, but I've been doing this for a little bit now. I know, it just feels weird. It's like it still feels like I started doing this like last week to me. Which I guess just is an expression of how busy it's been this quarter. That this still feels like super new to me. You know, sometimes when you're really busy, you don't really necessarily feel how much time is passing. I feel like I'm missing a ton of berries. Oh, hey. This looks fun. I think the hardest, you know, I've talked a few times about how difficult it turns out commentary is. It's like, I'm a talkative person, and I can talk about anything for the most part for a long time. But part of the hard part of commentary is like finding various things to say that I haven't talked about before. Because like, when you're talking with other people, like, and you do that when you're talking with other people, right? Like, or at least you should. It's considered rude not to. But you keep a list of like what you've talked about with a person in your head. You don't even really think about it most of the time. It's just something that you do. Like, it's a thing that you have, whether you think about it or not. Like, you have a list of what you've talked about with a person. Although you may not necessarily think of it in those terms. Yeah, I just accepted that I was gonna die to light that. You know? Just accepted that that was gonna be the cost of lighting that, was me dying. Nope, doesn't look like I can sneak around that. Have to dash. Okay, yeah, there's nothing up on that side. But it's, I don't know, it feels weird to be doing that for the channel. Like, it doesn't feel as natural. I guess because we're used to doing it for people. Whereas this way I'm like, you know, at this point, when I've only got like 4 viewers, I know who my viewers are, and so I know what I've talked to them about, which makes this even more weird, because then I'm trying to, you know, keep them entertained, which means I don't really want to talk about things that I know I've already talked about with them in, say, a week. You know what I mean? Like, what was the... Oh, I see what the point of that was. Me dying. That's what the point of that was. No, that re-enabled the switch. I did not expect it to do that. Anyway. So, you know, again, it's something that when you're doing it with other people, you don't even really think about it. But it's different when you have to do it consciously. Like, you have to do it for doing, say, a YouTube channel. Because it doesn't come as naturally. I guess because, you know, we've been trained since we were quite small to be like that, to think like that. You know, we all grew up in a society, and that's just normal, and it feels normal to do it in that context. And it feels weird to do it in a different context, despite there really being not much of a difference in your actions. Like, fundamentally, there's really not a big difference between the two. Oh, yep, Did not think that through. I did think that through, though, so, you know. That's nice. Yeah, there's not much of a way back from there, huh? This is the right way or the wrong way? Looks like the wrong way? Maybe? At least there's berries down here, so you know, there's that. Wait a second. I did not think this through. There we go. That time I thought it through. Yeah, it's always interesting to think about, like, how much of what we do is just, you know, instinctual. Like you learned as a child what was acceptable and what wasn't in the society in which you grew up. Like, you know that, and you might question it, but your brain fundamentally processes it. Like, it handles it for you. You don't have to think about it too much. I'm starting to think maybe this was, in fact, the right way. Which I'd be annoyed to find out at this point, because, like... Oh, well. I am good at video games, I swear. The hardest part is I'm still, like, trying to decide what style of YouTuber I am. You know what I mean? Like there's YouTubers who are more like just joking, like AlphaRad and stuff like that. Like, fundamentally, he's trying to be funny. Like that's what's going on there. And I'm still not sure if that's what I want to be or if I want to be something else. I'm not sure, and part of that is like doubt. Like, I'm not sure I'm good enough at being funny to be doing that. You know what I mean? Okay, I have to get all of these without landing. Okay, that one has to be last. That actually isn't an option. How am I supposed to do that one? That's how you do that one. Okay. There we go. Got it. Sorry for the relative lack of talking there. That was just hard to do. Oh, hey. You know, it's got that whole, like, thing that you're clearly supposed to use to guide you, to look at, map out your path, and I'm just gonna go, you know? Who needs that? Okay, maybe I should have looked. But I am a stubborn lad, and I don't need no sneak peek to figure things out. I can do this without one. See? A-okay. Did it just fine. Didn't need to look ahead. All I needed to do was believe in myself. So, like, I don't know, I had a thought and then it just disappeared. You know how that happens sometimes? It's really unfortunate. So I guess that'll be my relatable moment of the day, is forgetting what the heck you were talking about. 'Cause we all do it sometimes, and I definitely just did it. Are these spikes? Yep, they are. I regret nothing about that death. I had to science. That looks suspicious. That is suspicious. How do I get up there? Not the direction I meant to dash. I meant to go straight up. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Isn't this just the next room? Was that actually a puzzle I had to do? I guess I'll just have to look over the footage, see if I can figure out what doing it that way actually got me. That actually is a really nice thing about doing this, is then I can just look back over the footage if I have a question about anything that happened. And I knew I would be safe there. I definitely knew I would make it through those spikes. Hey. Way to go. Sometimes the way to go is to your doom. You know, sometimes that's just what you gotta do. You gotta live with a little doom, you know? Like, what's a little doom between friends? Oh, hey! Oh, well, that's... That's unfortunate that my dash ended at just the wrong time. So I guess after I get that crystal heart, that'll be this episode. Probably. I mean, it's probably the best cutoff marker, right? There we go. Got the crystal heart. Okay. Now I can continue on. I suppose I'll go just a little bit further before I end the episode. Wouldn't hurt to go one more room in. Got some more Eldritch Eyeball Abominations. Those are my favorite kind. I guess I'll actually... Oh, well, there's probably a berry somewhere down there where you have to, like, hit that before you... I'm about to go into some weird mirror world, aren't I? Yep, that looks like a good episode break right there. That's the episode break. Like, comment, and subscribe if you liked it. If you didn't like it, still like it, comment, and subscribe, just because it would really mean a lot to me, you know? Jokes aside, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.